Hello, good morning, viewers. While simplifying trigonometric functions in my previous lesson, we realized two equations. The first one is sine of 2x equals square root of 3 divided by 2, and the other one is sine of x equals square root of 3 divided by 2. A student asks, how is it possible for this to have the same value with this, despite the functions are entirely different? So in this tutorial, we are going to find a condition which this can be true. All right, this is a double angle, so let me drive it for you. Suppose you have sine of a plus b. This can be simplified as sine a cos b, that is sine of the first angle, multiply by cos of the second angle, then you take sine of the second angle, you multiply by cos of the first angle. So what if a is equal to b? If a is equal to b, therefore this can now be sine either 2a or 2b. Let me use a, either 2a equals sine a cos a, because b is equal to a, plus sine a cos a, which will be 2 sine a cos a. Now we can relate this and this together, where x is equal to a. If x is equal to a, instead of sine 2x, we can now write it as 2 sine x cos x. So we have 2 sine x cos x. And since they have the same values, we can now equate them. So this is equal to sine x. So we are going to solve for x. Divide both sides by sine x. Sine x will cancel sine x. To the right, we equally cancel. To the left, we have only 2 cos x. And to the right, we have only 1, because sine x divided by sine x is equal to 1. Now we can divide both sides by 2. Cos x is now equal to 1 divided by 2. This is a special case because cos 60 degrees is equal to 1 over 2. Therefore, we conclude by saying that x is equal to 60 degrees. And you can even take your calculator to take cos inverse of both sides. And cos inverse of 1 over 2 is 60 degrees, or pi over 3. Now we are going to substitute the value of x equal to 60 degrees in these two equations, this one and this one. All right, for sine of 2x, this is equal to sine 120 degrees. And for sine x, which is this one, we have sine x equal to sine 60 degrees. So is sine 120 equal to sine 60? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. But before we prove it, you can use your calculator, press sine 120 degrees, also press sine 60 degrees to see whether the results are the same. But let us recall our unit cycle. On a unit cycle, sine depends on the coordinate of y-axis, while cos depends on the coordinate of x-axis. So we have something like this, and we have this one, x and y planes. 60 degrees is somewhere here. This is 60 degrees, or pi over 3. It's all the same. and 120 is somewhere here. This is 120 degrees, or 2 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, all the same. This is in radians, this is in degrees. All right, I told you that sine depends on the coordinate of y-axis, and you can clearly see that 60 degrees and 120 degrees overlap. You can see, and you know that values of y on first and second quadrant, they are all positive, and hence sine 60 and sine 120 are exactly the same. And this is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Do have a nice day.